different people collecting their grants around the country, particularly today at ATMs and also at post offices. And this is the disability grant and the old age grant. That's what's being paid out today. Taxis and buses, as you heard in the news, are allowed to operate for most of the day this week to allow people to get to the Sassa pay point. So let's find out what's going on in Alexandra in Johannesburg. And Chriselda Lewis is standing by there. Chriselda, good morning to you. Give us a scene. Give us an idea of what's happening on the scene.
Well, a very good morning to you, Leanne. As you can see here towards my right, the snaking queues already at the Alexandra Mall, where there are already seemingly hundreds of beneficiaries of the social grant, the old age grant, as well as the grant of people with disabilities, who are already queuing here inside this store. And at the moment, we know that between today and tomorrow, Leanne, it is only those who are receiving the old age grant as well as the disability grant who will receive it. And the rest of it will be dispensed on the 1st of April. You would recall this was a measure by the Department of Social Development to ensure that there is no overcrowding at facilities on a very important day. You'd recall that these are some of the most vulnerable in society that have not yet had the opportunity to go out and buy basic necessities. You'd recall the long queues that we have seen over the past few days of individuals who've been able to go out and buy some groceries, some medication. So these are men and women who are sitting here at the moment, who are finally going to get their chance in order to ensure that they're able to get their basic necessities. So in between the old age grant and the disability grant there, Leanne, you're talking about 4 million people around the country who'll be receiving their grant between today and tomorrow. So you would know as well here in Alexandra Township, since the start of the lockdown, it has been a great challenge for the government to ensure that there is a social distancing. So you would see the chairs here have been put slightly away from each other for the beneficiaries who are coming here to receive their grant to maintain that social distance. Social distancing has been quite a challenge here in the Alexandra Township, where due to the density of this particular township and the number of people who live in and around here, you would know that government has had a great challenge over the past few days to try and get people to adhere to the social distancing. So the government is certainly going to have its hands full. I guess the lines that you had seen previously relating to people who've been going out to go and buy some of their groceries and necessities over the past few days, you're unlikely, of course, are going to see quite a lot of that here in the Alexandra Township and other areas, of course. Leanne, I can certainly tell you that over the past few moments, the buses that you spoke about, which were said to ferry the beneficiaries to the various areas to access their grants, they arrived here at about 5:30 this morning. Some of them are parked outside, and you would recall that some of the regulations have also been relaxed pertaining to the hours that the transport will be operating to assist some of these beneficiaries. In case someone does not know at home, it is from 5 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock this evening. That also buys enough time, Leanne, to make sure that these beneficiaries, as soon as they're able to access their grant, they are also able to go out shopping to buy some of those necessities, including food and medication and whatever it is that they need. And then they will be able to, of course, be able to get back to their destinations if they're using buses as well as some of those taxis. Let me see if I can't speak to umama here. Sanibonani ma. Besicela ukukhuluma nawe nje namhlanje, siyanibona ukuthi nani nifikile namhlanje nizoyithola le grant. I'm sure kudala uyilindile mama, nawe uzokhona ukuhamba uyothenga izinto zakho.
Hayi bengiyilindile ngoba asinalutho vele. Bengiyilindile ukuthi namhlanje sihole sikwazi ukuthenga izinto zokudla endlini ngoba asinalutho.
I-transport yona niyitholile, ngibona amabhasi la ngaphandle. Ubuke wagibela ibhasi nawe?
Hayi ngibele i-Avanza.
All right. Siyabonga kakhulu ke mama. Just one of course, the beneficiaries there who is saying that, of course, you know, Leanne, she has nothing. So it's long she's been waiting for this moment now to ensure that she gets access to what she needs. Maybe let me come to Ubaba as well here. Baba sawubona. Ntate. Ilanga lifikile namhlanje uzolanda grant nawe. Uzolandela ugogo grant. Awusitshele mhlawumbe kudala elindile sibona nokuthi uphethe sanitizer la awume sibona.
Yebo sanitizer impela iyasebenza. Ngiphethe ngihlomile.
Le sanitizer.
Ake sikhiphe siyibone. Ikhona impela phakathi ayisebenzisa futhi.
Ufuna ukuzenza safe.
Ufuna ukuzenza safe impela. Yeah.
Baba uzolanda le grant for ugogo namhlanje. Awusitshela ukuthi ibaluleke kangakanani especially during le period lena. Sekune lockdown sibona nabanye abantu basebephumile bambe uyothenga igrocer ne medication. Ibaluleke kangakanani kule ndlu enihlala kuyo nogogo ukuthi ibe khona and futhi ukuthi iphume early le grant.
Ayivi balekile ngoba manje iyasiza kakhulukazi wasihlela emakhaya nje isikhathi esiningi ukudla senza ukudla okuningi emakhaya manje uma siyithola ngesikhathi sikwazi ukuthenga ngesikhathi sikwazi nokuhlala endlini singaphumi ngokuningi njengoba kusho isikhathi sifanele singagcwala endaweni eziningi ehlukahlukene sikwazi nokuvikela isifo kwesingabhebhetheki.
Siyabonga kakhulu baba. Leanne, let me just wrap it up there. We're also expecting the Social Development Minister, Lindwe Zulu, who is going to be in Alex this morning to try and make sure that that social distance is being adhered to and that as there are millions of these recipients who will be getting the old age grant as well as the grant for people with disabilities, that is going to be dispensed without any problems and that they're also able to deal with the long queues as well. You'd know, of course, that she also indicated, that's the Minister of Social Development, that they will also be roping in the South African Police Service and the South African National Defence Force in the event that they need some assistance. Leanne, back to you.
All right, Chriselda Lewis coming to us from Alexander, and that's, of course, where the Sassa grants are being paid out today, and you can see queues of people standing, well, not standing, actually, impressively sitting, and I think that that's really fantastic to see those chairs that have been laid out with the gaps in between, and, you know, that's something that you wish you'd see around the country as well.